right, y'all. Friday morning, man. Friday morning. And y'all know, man, I'm headed over here to Fayetteville. I got the Kubota with me. I got the grapple bucket, tooth bucket, and the stump grinder. So yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna stop and go on and top the machine off with diesel. I need to get a little bit of diesel to start the fire. I could probably get it going without the diesel, but it'll be a lot easier to have some diesel, you know, to pour on the fire. I got a couple of cardboard boxes, you know, I never have a shortage of them for sure. Yeah. My damn back's killing me, man. I got some kind of muscle issue in my lower back, man. It's hurting, dude, bad. Man, I might start going to see me a chiropractor or something, man. I've never had a back injury or nothing, so I don't know, man. Sometimes you just move the wrong way and you're like, oh my God, you don't even know it then. You wake up the next day and then you know it. I think my guy down the street from me, you know, the one that does mostly all stumps, I think he's a little upset with me. Not upset with me, but, you know, feels a certain type of way that I went out and bought a stump grinder, you know, because he was saying, well, man, just send me all the stump work, man. But he ain't never sent me any work. So, you know, I mean, hard for me to send somebody work and them never send me nothing. I mean, it's always they receiving and they're never giving. You know, not that that would make me not buy a stump grinder. I'm not going to make a business decision based on that. But this grinder right here, man, it's really, really, really something as far as you know, ability. Oh my God, I mean, there ain't a stump I wouldn't take on with this thing. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get fuel for the machine, man. Gotta do the fuel thing. Gonna top it off and put a little bit in my can too, so I can. Yeah. Oh, y'all, I topped the machine off. I thought I was topping it off, but hell, it held $45 worth. So I guess it was about halfway. This thing will hold. This thing will hold about well, about 25 gallons. Yeah, it'll hold 80 or $100 worth, something like that. I don't know why cars get right up on my tail when I'm, you know, I'm already, you know, nervous about having the machine on the road, and then cars should get right. I mean, there's a truck right behind me, man. I mean, a little Nissan truck. They don't know, man. There's a lot that can come on. You never know what can happen, man. Well, it's your job to make sure it's all locked down, right? It is. But there's a lot of things that can happen out here on the road, man. See, if I were pulling all of this right here with an F-150, number one, I'd probably be sitting a little lower unless I had some airbags or something put on. It just doesn't make sense to be right up on somebody, especially when they're pulling a machine like this, man. This back muscle relaxes some as I get to moving around, man. Damn. Well, I'm hurting, man. I almost to the point of where I'm freaking nauseous. I'm gonna pull up over here and grab a bale of straw too. Can't let none of that stop me from being me. So, yeah, I need to get a bale of wheat straw. The wheat straw we put out down there the other day, we got so much rain. She said it held pretty good, but you know, you can't never have too much wheat straw when you got a skid steer on a muddy job. Never. So the wheat straw will, I don't know, just something about it, man. When you cover the ground, it just makes everything look more uniform, neater, if you will. You was covering up all the, yeah, that's what you asked. Yeah, that's, as long as you know, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm covering up all the imperfections. Yeah, I just got one bale of straw because you get down here, apparently the straw is freaking, is pretty hard to freaking get. I mean, it's a big pain in the butt to go to any of the, you know, box stores to get this stuff. The other day, Sunday, I was down here. Of course, Sunday you ain't got no choice. And I knew Saturday, I said, Saturday afternoon when I was coming back, I said, I need to stop and grab me a bale of straw. I went right by here, and I forgot to stop. So, yeah. Everything is good. Everything's locked down good. Air pressure in the tires are good. I've never had a flat on this trailer while I was hauling anything. Well, I've never had a flat on this trailer. I have had tires that looked like they were going to go flat, but I've never been on the side of the road. But I don't know what I would do. You know, you try not to have that, you know, happen, of course, but, you know. So the goal for today over here is, I got one more tree to get down that I know of right now, and that could change. And then I'm gonna get the fire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably go on and go down to where the fire is and go on and try to get that going. That's the first thing I'll do, and then once I get it going to us, you know, we shouldn't take no more than about 15 minutes, man. You know, then what I'll do is I'm gonna go and take that the tree that I know of out, probably cut one of the stumps off of that Bradford pear tree that I took down. You know, I cut it high because it was so sketchy right there by the house, and I didn't have no leverage. So I would dig that out, but I don't have to dig it out. Digging it out is harder on the machine, and there's all kind of little things that you can mess up when you're digging like that. Okay, guys, so I'm over here. I got the fire. Well, I started, you know, trying to get the fire going, but it's so wet. So it's a little bit wet over here, especially down there in the bottom. So the goal is to get this tree right here, right, and get it to the burn pile. That stump that you see right there, grind that down. That big stump right there that y'all see, the big mound on the ground down there, it's right there. The stump right there too, the Bradford pear tree. My back is killing me though, man. But I know if I sat at home it'd be just as bad, so at least this way I can make some money. He's dude's down there working on the fire. Now he don't work for me, he's a son-in-law. So this tree's leaning hard this way, and I could probably just, if the ground were real dry, I could probably get it out of the ground, you know, dig it up. But I'm not. It's gonna make a huge mess with all this soft dirt and mud, and I ain't trying to do all that. So I'm gonna just notch it and cut it, yeah, and then start taking it down there to the burn pile. But I want to get it on the ground, so when I put the stump grinder on, I'm good, right? So that's my thinking. Yeah. So okay, y'all. So for your viewing pleasure, I have this is the steel, what is it, 391, pretty good saw. Not the most powerful, but pretty doggone good. And of course, y'all know I got the 201. All right. Alright, y'all, so that's a wrap on this job till the spring. So yeah, kind of ran out of stuff to do. But they're telling me, hey, that they knew it was a mess. They're like, well, we're not going to do anything out here until the spring, so we're just glad to get everything cut and everything. I'm going to try to find some before pictures, man. I don't know if I can. Well, I got pictures somewhere, but all the stumps are ground up. Yeah, man. Tell you what, a burn pile, that's the way to go on this stuff, man. Because if they had to haul all this stuff out, that would have been a lot, man. We burned a lot. Yeah. They're really happy though, and that's all that matters to me, man. Now, in theory, I would have wanted to, you know, get a little more detail done, but they're telling me, Ray, I don't want you to spend your time doing detail. Don't worry about the ground. Just rip everything out and all that. I also got around here to the front and ripped out that whole front bed for her too. So yeah, but it's pretty muddy over here, and the machine, I'm gonna have to clean the machine for sure. It's got shit all over it. 3:30, man. So I worked a little bit longer over here today. Well, I stopped and talked to her, and she was okay with me. Keep coming, you know. But I could tell there ain't nobody said nothing, but I saw, you know, that there was not a lot to do, and we need to regroup. And you just got to kind of sense that, especially when you know that you're coming to the end of the job. It turned into a lot more money than I thought it would be to begin with. But by me doing that and going on and saying, well, let's just hold off on anything, but it's so wet over there too. I said, let's just hold off on doing anything else, because I can't hardly, you know, I mean, I can't grade it or nothing right now, you know. So let's just get through the holidays and all that. I got, you know, I got other stuff I can do. So, you know, I got things going on, man. But you got to kind of sense when things are, when the gig is up, right? I mean, you know, I mean, I do. I'm not, I told her, I said, I'll keep coming over here until the cows come home. But the reality is, and I told her this, the reality is there ain't nothing to really do unless we're going to go into the front yard. And I had already kind of sensed that we was at a good stopping point, and that, you know, we was at a good stopping point, and nobody had said anything, but you know, I saw where we was at, and so I made sure that I finished up what I had going, and left the door open for the spring. See, and this stump grinder is a freaking monster. Oh my God! Got another fat chick. Just a little chick. But I couldn't have got one more day over there, and it made sense to me. If somebody broke, hungry, and ain't taking care of their business all the time, and they be trying to milk that. I ain't gotta milk it, man. I don't have to. I'm good. I mean, I probably could have asked her if I could come back another day, tomorrow, but no. Ain't nothing to do. So they have happy Merry Christmas, and I'll see them in the spring. I ain't going nowhere. She ain't gonna hire nobody else to do anything around there. They are really happy. They've been ripped off over there quite a few times, so on work. And she was like, I'm not gonna ever call another landscaper. So that's what you want, man. You know. And I'm working hard too. Look at me. Damn, how dirty I am. What? I mean, if I do any more work with the skid steer between now and Christmas, that'll be a blessing. You know? All right, y'all know what it is, man. It's peanut butter time, man. Deuces.